Okay.
He had a move there.
All right, here we are. We're live, the Designer Show. Welcome, everyone. Dan here with our wonderful gang. Let me just get to the screen here. We can see everybody's beautiful face. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, wherever you're at. Good evening. I don't know, wherever you're at. John's
from
in
Tahoe. Man, I wish I was there.
Bruce is here, you guys. Hi, Bruce.
Bruce. Okay, cool. Well, welcome, everyone. Thanks for being on the show today. Fun show today. I always enjoy doing these update shows because there's updates there's new and groovy things to talk about. It's a kid in a candy store kind of a deal, right?
Look who's here.
Well, there's Mr. Kevin.
Hey, good looking. How are you?
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Hey, I just want to call out one of my students is here.
Hello.
Todd. Yeah, one of my students is here, you guys. Todd Stewart
Welcome.
is here.
Welcome,
Yeah,
Todd.
he's actually a pretty big.
Todd.
Really has embraced Chief and is doing an amazing job. So
Cool.
welcome.
Cool. Good job.
Welcome to the club.
So we're going over X16 features today, and
That's the
I
idea.
gotta say, when I first caught some of us are in the beta, or maybe all of us. And when I first caught the change list, I was like, I wasn't all that excited. Boy, looking at the list right now, there's some really cool stuff in here.
There is.
Yeah.
There is. And that's what we're going to go through. I was going to, like I talked to you guys, I was going to do the spin the wheel thing, but that takes too much time. We don't want to have to, let me share my screen here. So, it kind of looks like that. It's like, that's too much stuff. Let's just go through it and let's hit it hard and have added. I got to get this screen out of the way. So first of all, just be aware, if you're on the show page, you'll see that we have our ad up for the summit for next year. So check it out. It is ready for you to sign up. We've got so far 9 people coming back from last year. So that's pretty exciting. Here's our gang that we had there. It was a wonderful time, man. I got to tell you this, it just every year it gets better and better. And I'm really excited about next year because I think we're just really starting to gel big time with this stuff. So I've heard some really good things from people. So about how they've really taken their business to the next level just as a result of hanging out with us for a week.
And
so
you haven't told us
cool.
about any of that.
I told Kevin. I guess I probably should. I know. I'm sorry. It's the joy of being too busy, right? So anyway, check it out. We won't talk too much more about it right now because we've got too many updates to discuss. So, but it was fun. We had a great time. And next year, it's a couple weeks later into March. So the weather should be a little nicer. And, we plan some time off for people to get out there and hang out. So
there's some distance between it and IBS too, correct?
Yes.
Time
2.5 weeks, I think. So we'll put a little gap in there. So if you're so inclined to attend IBS, you can take a few weeks and come back to our deal. So there you go. All right. And let's dive into this. So first of all, if you're on the show page, you'll see a link right below this video or this live stream where you can click to go to this page on Chief Architect's website. Because you won't see this page yet on their homepage, not the X15 one, the X16. All you have to do is put in X16 up here in the search bar on Chief Architect's website, and you'll find the new features and X16 page. And it's pretty typical. They do this every time. So you can scroll down this page. There's a little video at the top. It's a half-hour video that I think Takesha did. She always does a nice job on those. They go through it pretty quickly. So we're going to dive in a little bit deeper than that. It's a good list. And there's some of the stuff is really obvious what they've added. So they've done some nice things. So check this out. They always do a nice job putting this stuff together. And looks like, they've even added little features, little videos below these things. So this will be a place for you to come and find out a little bit more. But we're going to cover some of the highlights here today. The other thing you could do is right below this first item, you'll see a new features list here. This is the PDF that I've linked to that you can open, and it looks just like this. So here's your list of items in X16. It's 4 pages long. I've seen some of these come through with a lot more pages. So it seems like each version, they're kind of tightening things up. Do you kind of see that, guys? I mean, of course, we won't get in the piss and moan session right now. As we always do when we get together. They didn't do this and they didn't do that, but they did a lot of good things. So that's what we're going to focus on here today. And
they also do a lot of things that they don't list, little bug fixes, little enhancements.
Yeah.
In our beta group, it's fun to try to find those little fixes, and then we note, what they did, and they're tiny little things, but
exactly.
Yeah, what it feels like is tightening it up.
Yeah. Exactly. And as I was going through this list, kind of, researching every piece that they've listed here, I was finding lots of those little fixes that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So we'll see some of those as we go through this. So let's just start from the beginning. Undo history. What is that? So I'm going to just switch back and forth between that PDF and this. So I got a little plan started here that we can do some things. And guys, feel free to chime in anytime you want. It's under view. You've got a little thing here called action history. And this is exactly what it says. When you perform an action, Chief is keeping a history of it. So you can open this sidebar, and as you do things in your plan, it's going to add it to the list. And you can just keep this list going and going. So this really becomes your undo list. If you want to go back to a point, like right here.
So that sidebar is showing you what was just done, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So can I ask a question on that? You can't just delete that. If there was that one thing you wanted to delete, you can't just delete that and keep everything else?
I don't know. I've never tried that.
Everything.
Everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
so
this just shows the history.
So
it cancels everything that's above,
Got
everything that's above the thing you selected.
Got it. Okay, that makes sense.
And if you see that you got it, you selected something, you went too far, you can go back up and select something up higher, and I'll correct it to that point.
Yeah. Well, the most current's at the top. The oldest is at the bottom.
Yep.
So
if you click halfway down on there, Dan. So everything above the line now is going to get deleted. But if you click on it again up higher, it'll restore things that are below it.
Oh, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so it's just
things
back and forward.
I've noticed some things take a little longer than others.
Well, you think about how this works. It probably puts all of those in your memory, and it has to go search through the memory of each of those. I don't know how it works, but that's based on past experience. The thing about this, when you save and close your plan, the list goes away. It doesn't stay there forever. It's only there while you're working on your plan. So that's the action history list, and it works. So that's kind of cool to see. So let me just ask you guys a question. You said if you go to a spot on the list, you delete everything above it.
Doesn't delete it, just undo.
It doesn't delete it, it undoes
everything above it.
Just the undo function.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
You can't pick a single item to undo and not have it affect everything that happened afterwards.
That makes sense.
So when I click this and I hit undo, am I undoing just that item?
No,
you're undoing that and everything newer than that.
No, when you click, you are performing that undo action. But you can't.
So it gives you a preview of what it's doing, what it's going to do if you keep going.
You can't just undo the electrical connection. You have to undo everything that happened after that electrical connection.
Above it.
So it's everything above it.
Let's try something. Select what you have and then hit redo and see if it'll just go up one.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, there you
go.
That's
really not doing anything other than selecting it.
I know. It's like it's not undoing.
Well, no, it's redoing. It's going up the stack.
Because you can watch it happening on the in the drawing.
Yeah.
Well, that's effectively doing exactly what we just said we probably couldn't do, right? Because it's taking the actions for each of those steps and redoing them on top of the action that was removed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it.
Ethan, keep quiet, Ethan.
Yeah, this isn't What was it?
I
It's not
love
a
it, Dan.
pissing
You
and
can talk.
moaning session. Yeah.
Morning
Just-
session
just-
is
just
next
to know-
Tuesday at 4.
That's,
Tuesday at 4.
I think if we go back to all 100 and however many of these sessions we've done, that's the first time that one of our visitors has been called on the carpet.
But it's Ethan. We can call it that anytime. So, all right, let's move on here. Layer painter customization. So what is the layer painter, you might ask? I have that on my toolbar usually. I'm still using the Chief standard toolbar right now. Layer painter is under tools, layer setting, layer painter, and it is what it says it is. So what you could do is you can select a layer and paint it onto other items in your plan. Now in X15, we had none of this stuff. Okay. This is not in this dialog in X15. All you could do is pick a layer. In this version now, you can not only pick a layer, but you can add a layer, change a layer, do whatever you want to the layer. And then once you select it, you know, if I want to put something on a framing layer, I could click OK and then just paint things, and it's going to put it on that framing layer. So that's what that does. It's really a nice tool. Again, I usually add those to my custom toolbar.
I'll give you a great use case. It just came up the other day. Is got fixtures, all kinds of fixtures, and then someone wants to make a plumbing connection plan. So they use the layer painter to paint just those fixtures that are supposed to be on some kind of unique plumbing fixture only.
Exactly.
And then they're just sprayed the fixtures they needed on that plumbing plan.
Some place where I use that, sometime what place where I use that layer painter tools quite a bit. In fact, let me change mine to my toolbar. So I actually have those tools on my custom, you know, I'm not like Rene. I keep my custom toolbar pretty simple. That's about all I ever add to a toolbar. Layer hider, layer painter, layer eyedropper. So when I draw a CAD line that I'm dimensioning to, and I want that to be on the same layer as the dimension, I'm going to go layer eyedropper, pick my dimension, and I'm going to paint it onto that line. So now that line is part of my dimensions. So because I've painted it on there. So that's just what Rene was talking about too. So
that's cool.
Yeah, very nice tool. All right, so that's nice to be able to customize what it is you're going to spray on something. It's kind of like a material picker. You pick a material, you're going to spray it on things or click it onto things, I guess. All right, next item was auto numbering for construction lines. You guys use construction lines?
Yep.
These things?
Yeah.
Numbers? This is pretty cool what they've done. So what you could do is you go to, let's see.
Double
Under the
click
line
tool.
is your construction line option right here. You could double click on that, or you could go to the layer icon, and you can then
Define
set
the
some of
rules
this
right
up.
there.
So you want to define your rules. So this is pretty cool. So they come with 3 rules already. You could add more if you want, but you'll want to, we want to do what? We want to go and
you could change those, the verticals to ABC.
you can change those, but
and
what you want to do is include in automatic ordering.
Okay.
That's what we want to do. And then call outs, check that as automatic as well. I wonder why it doesn't, I'm surprised they didn't set up, well, actually this is my template. So
Yeah,
maybe
mine is set up automatic for that.
Chief was already, did you use Chief's template? I don't
Good
know if the one
question.
that comes with Chief, if they've set it up automatic or not, but anyway. So you have to set those 2 settings to make it automatic. So then when you add more of these, okay, there's 4, but if I decide, no, I'm going to put this one over here, now it's going to renumber them automatically. And same up and down. That might be your ABCs going up and down. And oops, I do have to be straight to work. There's, see, I didn't change the rule that should be a letter.
You didn't change the rule in there yet.
No, not yet. So that's how that works. And then when you bring that up in a, like a cross section, that's what's pretty cool about these things. So when we do our cross sections through here, we're going to see our construction lines where those cross sections. So that of course correlates to the floor plan. So,
And it can be a little bit confusing when the construction construction lines extend past the screen image because they will, the callouts will end up at the top and bottom of the screen or lay over the top of your drawing, which is crazy, but it's actually cool because you can always see the label no matter what you're doing. And as you pan or zoom, then they take their rightful positions where they belong.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys use these a lot? I don't use them a lot.
I do.
When
I
I
do.
need them.
Yeah.
When I need them, they're really nice. Now that they're automatically labeled, that would be even extra nice.
Okay, so this is an interior design question. I don't use them. Why would I use them? How do you use them?
So oftentimes when I'm talking to a builder or if I'm talking to a client and we're looking at the screen and they say, move that door. And I go, what door? And it's in between grid line 1 and 2 and A and B. Okay.
You can reference positions on your drawing to someone you're communicating with very easily. Just it's sort of like playing Battleship when you were a kid. You know, you can just reference the position.
That's a great one. I also use it to note bearing lines to my engineer. Just makes it really easy, quick and simple.
So part of it depends on the complexity of your plan. If you got a super duper simple plan, no big deal. But so in this kind of a case, you know, you could take an elevation of that and say, yep, we're going to move that door between A and B in that elevation view.
You could set up different standards for elevation than plan, although I'm not sure that you'd want to. And then you can also set up standards for diagonal lines. So you can do new rule sets for diagonal lines too.
Isn't it just to 45 degrees?
No, it's multiple different degrees.
Oh, really? Okay.
Cool.
Robin got removed. I don't know why.
She didn't like our answer, huh?
She got put in timeout.
Sorry, I didn't even hear it. I had internet issues. So, yes, I didn't hear your answer, but I'll go back and listen later.
All right. Okay. Next up on our list was capture view to clipboard. This is kind of like, yeah, okay, well, why would you want to do that? But under the tool, let's see. No, actually, it's not even on any pull down. I couldn't find it.
It's in the 3D menu, isn't it?
Huh?
It's in the 3D menu, isn't it? Or no?
Capture the screen. If it is, I didn't see it. No, it's.
I have it on my toolbars now.
Yeah, you have to add it to your toolbar. It's if you wanted to add it to your toolbar, you would go to tools, toolbars and hotkeys, customize hotkeys, and
toolbars.
Then you're searching for.
Just a second, Norman. This is the answer to your question. Go ahead, Dan.
And then I would add that to my toolbar. Pull that up.
You're under hotkeys.
Pull it over there.
I'm in hotkeys. Wrong place. Sorry. Tools, toolbar hotkeys, and I want to customize toolbars. And now I would search for capture. And then I would pull this up onto my toolbar, my custom toolbar right on top of the icons. And there it is. So now it's on my toolbar. So now when I click that, so I can have things highlighted on my screen. I could do this and do that. And the thing that's different than other screen captures is you're only capturing the actual screen of the drawing. You're not capturing all the icons and everything else on your screen. Yeah. And if you have stuff highlighted, you're capturing that. You want to go paste that in an email or a Word doc. So I could just go to my email now and paste that screen capture right into there, and there you go. So
I do find it funny that it includes the XY indicator.
It sure does. Well, I guess if you're looking at the plan, maybe you want to know what that is.
It's part of that. As a point of reference, I know, Dan, in a previous communication, you said different than the way the Mac and the PC work by default. The Mac does do this by default. I have no idea about PC because I don't have one.
It just captures the screen, not the whole icons and everything.
Well, you can do it either way. Yes,
okay.
But
yeah.
So can you try something for me? I haven't had a chance to try this yet. Can you open up a dialog for something? Click on a wall or something and open the dialog and see if that screen capture is still available.
No, because I won't be able to click on it when there's a dialog open. I can't click on that icon now.
Some kind of manual.
Yeah, they need something for that.
So that's where you're going to use your Snagit or your print screen icon. You got the print screen on your keyboard. You could click and that'll capture the whole screen.
Print screen or Windows Shift S Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
All right.
reset,
What do you got
save.
next?
Let's move on to the next thing.
Can
Reset.
I want to make one comment to Norman. Norman,
Go
when
ahead.
you put a new icon, when you grab an icon and you put it on your toolbar, you want to make sure you put it on top of another toolbar,
Yes.
another tool icon. Otherwise, you're going to create a separate toolbar and you have all these little separate toolbars. So
Yes.
put it on top of something, and that way you'll have it in one big block of tools.
Yes. So look, you see the dots in front of these different toolbars. So when you set icons on top of icons, it adds it to that same toolbar. That's called the block of tools. Or whatever.
It not only adds it to the same place or same toolbar, it adds it following the icon that you clicked on. So
Right.
it's immediate. It's positioned in that toolbar at that point that you clicked in it. And you don't need to only customize your custom toolbars. You can customize any toolbar.
Yes.
Yes, you can take things out that you never use.
And then what you can also do is if you've created a little toolbar and you want it to be on different views that you work with for CAD details, floor plans, 3Ds, layout pages, you can turn those on and off on those different kinds of views. So that's under the toolbar customization toolbar. That's what this whole chart's all about.
And as long as we're still on that topic until I shut up, the if you are space constrained, like me, you work primarily on a MacBook or on a notebook of some sort, then you can set up different tool configurations based on the type of work that you're currently doing and swap between those. And that's where that little chart comes in that Dan just showed, because something might be relevant to 3 or 4 of your different configurations, but not the rest. So you can tell it this toolbar appears here, but not there.
And then wouldn't it be nice if someone had ever made a suggestion that if you switch to your electrical save plan view, it switched to an electrical toolbar configuration?
Wouldn't that be nice? But
come on,
everyone here, go make that suggestion right now, please.
Okay, all right, cool.
Notice I didn't say anything badly because
it's a good suggestion. Let's go, everybody go vote on that one. So when you right click on any icon, you can go to the toolbar configurations, and here they are. So if you customize your toolbars, you can take a configuration and you can copy it and then customize that one. So you could basically have a whole bunch of different toolbars that you could switch between. And yes, it would be nice if you could tie that into your plan view so that when you switch to a layer, when you switch to an electrical view, it brings up all your electrical items. That's a really great idea, Rene. Everybody get on that, will you? Okay, we only got an hour. We got to keep moving here, guys. Reset, save, plan view. Have you ever gone to a layout page and double clicked on your view to open it and forgot that was it on a layout page, and you switch it around like this and you go, oh, dang it. Now I have to go redo it on my layout page.
I haven't done that since yesterday, but
yeah. But now under the reset, saved camera view, it's under the 3D menu. It's under view direction, and it says restore original view. It'll set it back to where it was before you'd made all those movements.
That's a good one.
So I like that one, yeah, because I do that all the time, just like Kevin was saying.
You could do that in X15 too if you didn't save the camera after you did it.
Right.
Yeah. Did it really not save that position?
It wouldn't save that position. It would not even update on a layout.
I'd never experienced that. I guess I never
wouldn't
really
update on a layout until you saved it.
I thought once I moved it, I was done.
Nope. That's the way it used to be. That's the way it used to be.
Okay. Anyway, that one's a nice little one. Reset, resize, or reset your save camera views. Concentric resize. If you have something that you need to resize concentrically, Chief has added that icon on the edit toolbar now. That's nice because we always had to go click you had to click on this one and then you had to open its dialog, but this allows you to click on it. Now I could just pull on it and resize it concentrically, or I could go set a jump now after I do that by clicking over here and setting the jump that I want to do for my concentric. So when I do that, click on that, now it's jumping every 24 inches. So, and you've got all of these other, actually, where do they go?
Now, when you're changing the jump distance, is that changing entire plan's jump distance? So if you were to go concentrically resize a window, is it going to jump by 12 inches?
I haven't checked that one yet. Let's go find out. So if I click on a window and I'm grabbing this, yes.
Yeah.
So it's the same as it used to be, where once you set that, you're going to have to go back and reset it back to 0.
This is one of my
Or-
suggestions that they brought through, but
Yeah.
I wish it was independent.
It should be independent. It should just be part of this tool and not the whole darn program. And that stems from up here under your CAD, the general CAD. Let's see, where do they actually put that again?
No,
I
it's in
forget.
preferences.
That's right, preferences. I forgot. That's part of this
Yeah,
right
you're
here.
there. Yeah.
Yep, this jump distance. So once
That's
you set
interesting. It doesn't show 24 there. Did you change it to 0?
I change it back to 0. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but it left it checked as concentric. So,
Yeah.
so it's still doing it. So if I move that window now, yeah, see, that's not what it's supposed
No.
to do. It's only supposed to move an edge. So you actually have to go back in here. You can't even turn it off here. So now how do we go turn the damn concentric off?
It goes off automatically, doesn't it?
It didn't.
No, it stays attached.
It did
forever.
not. It's set to
Right.
0, but when I
Right.
resize that window, it's still resizing concentrically.
Now you got to go back
So-
to the edit menu.
Yeah, so now you actually have to go back to this one, or maybe it's because I have that one selected. That's probably why it's doing it. Yeah, it was operator error. So this, at least this has been detached from this. So if I'm doing it from here, it's not keeping it locked on concentric.
What?
Mike brings up something that I do, which is, will you concentrically resize that window again without a jump distance?
Oh, okay.
Set it to 0.
So
Hold your C key. No, just hold your C key in this instance is fine. C or comma. And let go of the C or comma and then hit tab or enter. Oh, while you're dragging.
And if you can hold your left foot up. And
Yeah,
stretch.
all right.
tab
This is a
or
little bit of
enter.
finger
What the
moving.
hell does that do? Tab or enter.
So start concentrically resizing this.
All right.
Okay, now let go of the concentric, but don't let go of, there you go. And then
Oh,
I
you
have
want that.
polar checked and then set this to 6 inches. Now we've resized the whole window.
Now you've completely forgotten why you were resizing the window, but you got it resized.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
what I do.
resized.
I do the same thing Mike does.
Okay, let's move on. Delete dimension tool. Okay, so
Oh.
when you,
That's such a favorite of mine.
yeah, this little icon right here, that will delete all your dimensions for this plan view that you're on right now. If you have auto dimensions turned on, it's going to turn it off for all of your views, all of your plan views. It's like, what? Why all of them? Why not just the one I'm on? Okay, now I'm complaining a little bit. But anyway, so I'm going to have to click yes, and now I don't have any auto dimensioning going on. I'll have to reset that, which is fine. But the other way to do that that I've always taught for years is the highlight any ruler icon and draw a marquee and then hit delete. Same kind of deal, but now we have an icon to delete all our dimensions.
Yeah. It's really great for if you're just working through some templating or working through setting up dimension defaults. It's very helpful.
And does it delete all dimensions or just those that are currently
Delete
shown,
all of them.
currently visible?
Just
good
the
question.
plan view. They'll
Just
still be there for
just
your
one
other
showing.
plan views.
So
So if I have dimensions here, if I have dimensions here in this plan view and I go back to this plan view and I hit delete dimensions, it will only delete the dimensions for that plan view.
Even if they're auto dimensions, because you made a comment that if they were auto dimensions, it deletes everything
hold
from
on.
all your drawings.
Did it delete all of them?
Well,
No.
you said that comment.
Okay, so I got some on my 1/2 inch. Oh, that's because these are on the same layer, probably. Let's go to my electrical plan and add some. And now let's go delete these. Go back to that. Okay. Yeah, just the plan view you're on.
Okay.
That's the way I have my template set up. These are all using the same layer. So that's why that did that. Okay. The convert polyline to terrain, curb, or wall. That's one of their tools that they've added. So if you draw a line somewhere and you make an arc, make it whatever you want. You can convert that now using the Magic Wand tool, the convert tool, and you can convert that to whatever you want. Now notice they've changed this dialog a fair amount. So it's more scrolly-poly, and I would assume that's because they're going to add more things to it. But we have our whole terrain. It is nice they kind of, broken it down a little better. But I could make that a terrain wall or terrain curb, and have it follow the terrain. I haven't played with the terrain wall thing much. Have you done that?
Will you do it? I'll show you a trick on this that I like.
Okay. So
do the terrain. Oh, sure.
I did the terrain curb.
Okay. Now, convert this back to plain polyline.
Okay. So we'll go back here and we click on this tool and we're going to select plain polyline. And they got rid of the icon that switches it to plain polyline. Now you have to just go in here and click OK. And now it's a plain polyline again.
So press OK. So here's what I like. Notice now it's a square, right? It's a rectangle.
Yep.
So you can take a single line, make a really organic shape, and if you needed it to be a closed rectangle of some size, you could convert it to a terrain wall, then convert it back.
That's what this is, the same kind of a deal. So yeah, so you could, once it's converted, I mean, then it
so if you needed to model something that was a solid that was an edge like that, this is a really fast way of doing it. Or you could use it to do what it's supposed to do, which is make a terrain curb.
But again, I haven't played with the terrain wall function that much. So, but that's a really great idea. If you're, if you're taking a line and you're making it, you're breaking it and you're doing all sorts of crazy stuff with it. Again, I'm just holding my right mouse button down to bend it like this. Then I convert that to a wall or a curb. Going to make it into a box.
And I mean, make the width huge or something.
Yeah, I could make the width bigger if I wanted to. And now, if that's the shape I need it to be for something else in my plan, now I just make it back into a plain line.
Or you could even convert it to solid right from here. I mean, that's cool. Yeah.
True, I could convert it to any of the things that are highlighted there. But there you go. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did anybody else catch that technical term that Dan just created?
Yeah, I did.
Besides me and Norman?
I'm glad Norman pulled that up because I was at
Roly-poly.
Roly-poly. Yeah.
Roly-poly.
That's like my term. That's like my term for refreshing the 3D. You got to jiggle something.
Brady says, where is the clipboard things are sent to? That's your system's clipboard. So Mac OS or PC. That's your system clipboard.
Hey, Mark.
What's the keystroke to see what's in that hierarchy or list of things you've
on a PC? If you turned clipboard history on, then it's the Windows button plus V as in Victor.
Okay.
So whenever I wanted to reflect something about an angle, I always had to draw a CAD line.
Oh, this is my favorite one.
All
of them.
And I could hit my reflect. I could hit copy and reflect about, and then I could click on that line. Well, we don't need the line anymore. So Chief has made it so that they're going to snap to that corner. So I could hit copy, and now I could hit reflect. Now I could just click on that corner, and I get my reflect without drawing that line. So it saves me a step. So that's kind of cool. So if you're doing that, if you're doing steps on the edge of you're doing steps with that you want to have. I'm going to snap that to the corner of my deck, and then I'm going to click, copy, reflect that around, get on that corner. Come on, it's really touchy though. Sometimes I might have to draw a line.
You're away from this corner.
Yeah, pull your stairs. There you go.
There it is. So there I got it. So got to get on the corner.
Can I share mine real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll show why I love this one so much. So here we go. I'm in 3D view. I like to work in 3D view a lot. So I've got a roof plane here, just a single roof plane, and it's easy for me to copy, reflect about, pick that corner up. And I mean, you have to be a little bit precise with it. So that's a little finicky. But once you've got that, then I can use the join roof planes tool and join these two.
Done.
Right?
Look at that.
You don't need to be perfect, right? So it can just keep coming around this corner like this, do that same thing, make sure the selected edge handle is this one, join the two roof planes.
Look at you guys.
That's
That's worth the price of admission right there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So you're just building that roof out real fast. That's such a big one to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I use reflect a lot. So that's going to save, just save me a few extra minutes not having to draw lines. But yeah, reflect is one of those really, really nice tools in Chief. Reflect about. All right.
On CAD boxes too. CAD
Yeah,
boxes.
I mean, should work on anything.
Anything that's got a corner on it, right?
Yes.
It's fabulous. I've been using that. It makes life a lot easier.
All right. Merge line stuff. We're up to number 10 out of 50. It's like
nice.
We're not going very fast. We're going to have to do another show.
But we're covering a lot of great stuff. So
yeah, the fun thing I like about what we do is we talk about alternative ways to do things and use things, and some reasoning why you need it and why you don't. I'd really enjoy that part of our conversations that we have. The next thing is merge line styles. And I don't know why I would ever use this, but maybe Rene has, or one of you guys has a reason why. Say you have some different line styles and you want to merge them into one line style.
I don't even know what that means.
Well, you can go to your CAD tools, go to lines, and there's a line style management tool.
Yeah.
And what Chief will do is you could click the used icon here. Okay, and that'll sort your list out, and you can see the lines that you've used in your plan. So let's say, well, you know what, I just want all those to be one line style. So I'm just going to merge those all together, like merging layers. So now those will all be the same line style.
How did it pick which one it was going to?
Which one?
It was probably on the top of the list. So let's go look at that real quick. So we got.
You can do your do action.
CAD, lines, line style management, sort by that. I don't know that I can move them, but yeah, that was the one on the top of the list. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Move something. Oh,
move something.
Completely changed the sort order. You dropped them down to.
So let's try this. Let's see if it converts it to the center line. If I merge them.
Yeah, it did.
Looks like it did. So whatever's on the top of the list.
I want 220 volt center lines.
Well, go ahead.
I think we should mix the water and the electric ones together.
Yeah, yeah, and water and gas gas and electric would be a good mix.
I wish I could merge Kevin and Robin together.
I didn't.
That's scary.
Chad says next.
That's the next Photoshop.
Let's move on. Next.
Speaking of merging crazy things, I didn't see this on the list, but they did add this. Was this an X15? The ability to merge layers?
No.
That's in previous versions.
It was. Okay. That's why I didn't see it on the list then. I guess I'd never really noticed it before. So if you have things on different layers and you want to put them on one layer, you could select them and merge them into one.
Well, that's really great if you happen to have made copies of the same thing and your lines are on the same line and you're like, oh, what a mess. Yeah. It's easy way to clean up your things. The next one's really a good one. Let's go on.
Skip the next one and go to 12 and then we'll come back to 11.
Yeah, let me do something here. Let me
same topic.
Let me turn off all these goofy lines I have on my plan.
Wait, you're gonna mix? Okay, you're gonna work on back. Okay, yeah,
all right. I got it. So whenever you type text in your plan, okay.
No, we're gonna skip that one. Go to the next one, and then we'll come back.
What? Finding plan by layer?
Yeah, because it's kind of in that same realm.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So if I go to my layers, actually I have to use the side panel for this because I didn't see that in that panel. So if I go to my layers over here and I turn on all my tools, unless I'm missing something, I didn't find that item there. So if I go to display and I search, look for the plus
it has
sign.
to be used if you.
Yeah. So let's just do it like this. All right. Let's go to my names. Let's go to my walls. So I've got a bunch of walls. Walls normal. Where'd they go? Okay. So I could find all those walls on that layer in my plan. And which plan? The floor. Hit select. Now I've just selected all the items on that layer.
If you've got some custom layer and you can't delete it and you don't know why and you're trying to find it and it's hidden inside of a CAD block that's inside of a CAD block, this will find it.
That's
really
wonderful.
I'm really curious why they didn't put that on this menu here too.
Oh yeah, they didn't put it in the layered display options.
Yeah, they must have forgot about it here.
It's only in Aldo.
Yeah, it's only in the right side panel. So okay. Yeah, I do like that one.
I'm just
I have
now
some,
looking
like
down.
legacy CAD blocks that like hide these custom layers I used to use all the time, and it's hard to like purge those. Robin, you were going to say something?
Yeah, well, I was just looking down, and we can add schedules to a library now. Oh my God! Now I'm really happy.
You're jumping ahead on us. Come on.
I know I am. I'm sorry.
I know
I'm
you're a
sorry.
schedule freak, but that's okay.
I am a schedule freak.
We'll get to that at some point. Yes, that is a really cool feature that you can create your own custom schedules out in the library and use them anytime you want.
Yeah, but converting the text to notes, this is amazing. This is
Yeah,
fabulous.
so you could select one item or a group of items, and you have a little icon down here now. It's going to convert a little magic wandy thing. It's going to convert whatever text you've selected into a notes that you can put on a note schedule. So you could pick out your schedule. If you don't have one made, you'd have to make it first. We don't have the option to add a schedule here. So if this are all my as-built notes and I click OK, now they're all the same because they're all the same. Let me go add something different. And then I could then convert that to a note as well. I'll do the same thing as built notes. That should be number 2 now. And now you notice I don't have a schedule anywhere. So when I click on one of these notes, it's going to allow me to now go create a note schedule for that item.
And that's where you can customize it. That's where you can create your new schedule.
Yes. Okay.
Right. So that's
and
where
say
you can now
yes.
call it your as-built notes.
Yep. So there's my as-built note schedule now to go with those things. And I can put this anywhere in a CAD detail, anywhere I want to in my plan. So
but you can change it too. So can you go to that then and change that note schedule to a new schedule? No, it's not going to let you create a new schedule at that point. You have to go and create the schedule name first if it's a new schedule.
Yeah, it won't be on this. It won't be on this list. Oops, actually, I've created I'd have to create a new thing, but yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah, but that's fabulous, especially for people like I do on my as-built plans. I write all my notes on it.
Yeah,
and it's done. That's great. That's fabulous.
Well, they announced this feature in Coeur d'Alene when we were there, which, by the way, I think most of us are going again this year. If you haven't signed up,
everybody on this call will be there. Yeah,
they're running out of seats real quick on that. So if you're, if you don't know about that event, that's the event at Chief Architect. But they announced this, and I remember Kevin almost jumping out of his seat.
Yeah, this is something I've been excited about for a long time because I capture all of my scope of work in the drawing that I'm presenting to the client as individual comments. And so this now allows me to create a scope of work, effectively schedule, that becomes the scope of work I can then turn into a document to give to my clients and have them sign off on.
Very cool. So see, they don't always do bad stuff. They do things that get you excited too. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, so if you wanted to add that text back to your plan, you would just open up the note, copy it, and paste it back into a text box.
Yeah, or could I convert this back to plain old text? I don't know.
No, you can't.
No, okay. But I could convert my schedule to a plain text box.
Well, take it back from the start. You can also take all of those text boxes that you created, just simply copy them in place and put them on a different layer, and now you can convert that one.
Or if you forgot to do that, you could use action history to go back.
There you go. That's a good one. Nice, Rene.
Way to go, guys. Way to go.
This next one's huge for me because I keep my schedules in a CAD detail and being able to get them super fast.
Find and plan by layer. Is that what you're talking?
No, we did that one.
Find schedule from an object.
Yeah.
So if I click on a window and I want to find my window schedule, I can do that now by clicking this icon right here. Got the little magnifying glass with the word schedule on it, and that will actually go on that schedule and open it.
Cool.
So you can have that anywhere in your plan. Doesn't matter. I keep mine in my CAD detail windows, so that allows me to go find it really quickly. Yeah, and then I love how you can find things from the schedule on your plan. So if I wanted to find that window, I just click on it, and then I could go here. Actually, I could go here and open the dialog for that item that's on the schedule, or I could go find it in my plan by clicking this little magnifying glass, and that will take me to that item or that items in my plan. So they really made it easy to switch back and forth to whatever you want there. So I really like that a lot.
Can I do a little sidebar and show a trick?
Go for it.
Let me get Chief out. All right. So in case anyone didn't know, I keep all my stuff in CAD details all the time. And you know what? You're going to have to take it back from me. My mouse just died.
What now?
My mouse just died. So
no.
Back.
Time to get your batteries out.
You can remove me for a second.
I think we should just have a reference in these sessions we just call the rabbit trail, because, mind if I have a little sidebar and show you something you were not expecting?
Yes, I love those. I love how Rene does that. We'll be back. He'll be back.
Add schedules to libraries.
Add schedules to libraries. Yep. Just like it says, you can click on any schedule now and you'll see the little book icon to add that schedule to your library. You can have unlimited schedules in your library, different layouts, different types that you could add to your plan. Now, you can't add the same window schedule to your plan more than once, or you're going to get double lettering, unless Rene has some magic trick for that.
Well, you just have to divide it by floor or layer.
You could do that. Yep,
right?
You could do that.
But having that then takes, because I keep all my schedules and they're all separated in CAD details, and it'll be nicer having them in your schedule in your library.
Oh, Michael, I love for notes. Look at this, huh? Is that brilliant or what?
Cool.
Wow. That's gorgeous. Well done.
That took a little bit of work.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Whose is that?
Michael Morrison.
Michael. Yeah.
Wow. Very nice.
He's in here. This is him. MM2.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah.
Michael, you need to come to our summit, dude.
All right. Can I show that trick real quick?
Go for it.
All right. Will you add me to stage? So if we just drop in a call out anywhere, and I'm going to put in here in the call out label. Okay. I'm going to put in here object specific, and I'm going to say linked view call out label. Okay. Linked view call out label. And I'm also even going to switch this to like a rectangle or a capsule or something. Now, once I have that, I can just kind of put it off to the side. In our edit toolbar, we can link that view. And I'm going to link it to some CAD detail that I'm working on consistently, or I want access to, right? So I'm going to link it to a CAD detail. And let's see, I must have gotten the link name wrong because it's not showing up. Linked view call out label. Linked view, linked view layout page label, linked view name. There it is. Sorry, linked view name. So this is telling me what it's linked to. And so this is a call out. So I'm working on my plan, etc. And I want to get back to that CAD detail very quickly without even have to think about going through my project browser and searching through a bunch of CAD details. I can just double click this call out and it's going to take me right to that CAD detail.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, quick little tip there.
Thank you, Rene.
Yeah, that's a good one. Thanks.
That's a really good one. Cool. All right. We're down to 10 minutes, 9 minutes. By the way, you guys, go buy Renee's shit. He's got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I swore I wouldn't swear. So go buy Renee's stuff. Yeah, check out his websites. It's rabbitdesign.net, right?
You got it right.
Yes. It just takes me a few years to get some things down here. What am I doing here? I'm back in my plan and I'm looking for my list. Where'd it go? Here we are. So we're up to number 15.
Add schedule to library.
We're going to have a couple more shows. Okay. Chief added a little tool called Toolbar Feature Search, which is pretty cool. Because I think there's over 1,300 icons now, or there's really close to 1,300 icons. And sometimes you just don't know where they are. So what we could do here is we could go customize our toolbar, and we could go to tools and find the, which one is it? It's customize. It's just search for search. No, that's not it. What am I looking for? Toolbars customize. Is that right? Toolbar.
No, it's
what am I looking for?
They
Did you
call
do
it
Toolbar yet?
funny. It's hard to find.
Oh, toolbar. Thank you. If I could spell, we'd be in great shape.
Tool search is what it's called.
Yeah, not toolbar.
Tool.
Tool search.
Tool.
It would have been nice for it to be called.
There it is. Tool search.
Yeah.
And we can add that to our toolbar. I'm just going to drop it on the screen here. And there it is. So I don't have room for it on my toolbar. Well, maybe I could, but I'm not going to put it up there right now. So there it is. So anytime I want to search for a tool, let's go to search for the roof tools. Here's all my roof tools. Okay. So all my wall tools. You could search for walls just by typing in the name. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a great one for people learning the software too.
Yeah.
And if you're using that, then here's your teaser. Can you then click on something in the list and it take you to that functionality of that tool?
Yeah.
Yeah. So wall hatching. So here it's selected the wall hatching tool. That's, yeah, it takes you right to that.
Only if it's
item.
available, right? Like wall break shouldn't work because we don't have a wall.
Because I don't have a wall highlighted. So if we go back to that, no, it didn't do anything. But if I highlight a wall and then select wall break, then I have it available.
Yeah.
So in fact, it narrowed it down to only wall break when I selected a wall. So let me undo that. So if I select the wall, so if I go in here and I search wall, okay, and now it gives, so I do have the wall highlighted, but it is only giving me that, but it does work. Yeah, so it's live. So a nice addition to that. All right, space planning room boxes. We were commenting on this a little bit before.
Yeah.
If you right click on any icon, toolbar configuration, go to space planning configuration. You're going to get this. Chief has done some work on this where they got rid of their little wizard thing, which I thought
the wizard's gone.
Yeah. So we can add all these different
They hired
rooms.
a new developer that's working on this.
So now we can break these just like any other Polyline box, which is nice. So you could reshape things, and it kind of shows you a little bit of where the walls will be.
Actually, it does a really good job at showing you where the walls are going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
even especially if draw it against your existing building.
Is that what you meant?
Well, yeah, but
Well,
like when you adjust the bath there, it will show how it's going to integrate with your existing wall.
So there, I just put a garage in there, and it's integrating it into the plan. So when I build the walls, so I click this little wizard icon up here, this one with the little magic wand, that's going to build the walls. Now, once you build them, you're done. You don't have any more access to those boxes. You've just replaced those boxes with walls. And I see it did not trim that out of there. I thought there was an icon to do that.
That's just if you're just doing space planning only. And you should show that too, because we can clip a box from another box.
But I thought it kind of did that automatically when we overlap.
It does, but it say that you wanted to clip it going the other way, and you can do that as well.
Clip it so
like if you
the
shape
entry gets cut
a
off
little bit as it overlaps the entry, you can choose one and have it cut the other. Yeah.
Thank goodness that icon down here. So that's your.
So that one actually just clips your active one to whatever is overlapping it. So now that one's shaped, you see, instead of it being square. But you could choose the entry one and have that then clip the garage and the inverse. It's the second icon there. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't do anything.
You got to hover over, another box then. Adjacent room box, but you've already done it, so it's not going to work in this case.
Let's try it again. Let's do office. And so if I hover this and remove overlap areas,
it's the second one.
Overlap adjacent room.
Yeah, so you would choose the garage first and then choose the tool to overlap the office. And now hover over the office. No, choose the garage first. Now use that tool. Hover over
and then click this.
Yep.
Oh, got it. We got to do it's a 2-action step. Okay, got it. That's the same as the what are those tools they call them again? The
union, subtraction.
Exactly. Those tools right here. You got 2 actions. All right, cool. All right. Railing Newel spacing. Anybody like that new tool?
What's this from Chad? What's he asking? It'd be great if you could give $1 to each space for programming totals.
I think as you're laying out the space, if you could put some dollars to it for your budget.
Or is that a
I bet you Rene has a macro for that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That sounds like macro territory.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, let's get back to our extended tool. And I've got a little deck drawn on here. So Chief has added the ability to customize where the Newels are. So one of the first things I'm going to do, of course, I'm going to click on the railing. I'm going to open its dialog. I'm going to go to Newels and balusters and uncheck use default and turn the fill style to no pattern. That's probably my template that's set up that way. Now I can see where all the Newels and the balusters and the Newels are in that railing. And now when you click on a railing, you'll see a new icon down here. It looks like this, called Move Newels. So when you click on that, you can then click on your Newels and move them around in your railing, which is hallelujah nice.
Yes.
So plus I could hit, so can I copy that one? No, I have to go add a Newel. Now I could go put more Newels in if I wanted to, and then I could put those wherever you want. So they'll dimension out nicely. It's just really a nice way to do it. Now, what you can't do is have different kinds of Newels that you put in here. So I was wondering if, if I could have like a situation where, whoops, goofy there. So if I could have a situation where I have a beam up here and I have, a tall post here and then maybe short Newel here, can't do that yet. Maybe next version, I don't know, but at least we can move them. You can also do it just by clicking your tab key.
There is a way to do it with a deck railing versus an interior railing, and they're overlapping them.
Or couldn't you just do that using a break wall tool and specify 2 different railing walls?
I suppose. Yeah. There's ways to do it. I was just looking for a nice simple way to do it within the same railing. So
can you just add a Newel randomly that's using the same Newels you would be using in like on the stairs?
You mean like out in the yard?
Like copy one and put it wherever you want it.
You're just talking about a millwork symbol, just placing one.
Yep.
Yeah, but it's the railing won't change its spacing based on that Newel.
Right.
Mike, you do a nice set of plans, dude.
Yeah,
very nice. Well very beautiful. Nice.
Yeah. You the man. Huh. You put a lot of
wow.
A lot of thought, a lot of care into your plans. That's nice.
Do your builders need that much help? Or are you just doing it to be kind?
Mike literally does cut sheets from Chief that he cuts from. Literally cuts from. Yeah.
Wow.
Guys, we made it to
15?
616. No, we made it to 17.
How
All right,
many?
we'll pick it up again next
Out of
time.
50?
So,
We're going to end up
before
doing
we
a couple
leave-
more shows.
Before we leave, I have a
Um,
question. Mike said I look like I'm in a what? I can't find it.
A Maybach.
A Maybach. What is that?
Maybach.
What's a Maybach?
That's a I'm going to say something derogatory. That's like a rapper's car. No.
Oh.
The Maybach is that's a really high end. Is it a Benz derivative of Benz or not? I'm not sure. It's like it's an upper line though.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm in my
Anyway.
van.
Very
Normally
fancy.
I have a background so you guys can't tell I'm in my van, but I'm in my van today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John
It's
has
just
a
a
Printer
plain
van.
old
He
Ford
travels-
Transit.
John
I've got to
travels-
tell you, with the protruding things and the strange angles and things, I thought it was a green screen, and I thought you were in the space shuttle or in the space.
He's in orbit right now. All right, you guys check out Chief Architect's website. Remember, just search for X16 up here, and they'll bring you to this page. Watch the little videos they've got here. They're good. You'll get some good tips, and then come back to our show next time, and we'll give you more ways to use these tools, which are even better yet. So every time you watch a video, you're going to learn something about Chief. Every time you hang out with us, you're going to learn something about Chief, and hopefully about your business too. So that's what we're all about. We're here to help, and we enjoy the heck out of helping you guys.
Yeah, we do.
Any other comments? Rene, you got any new things, any sales going on that people should know about?
Not sales right now, but just been heavily improving my pro plan. So that thing's up there.
Yeah, check out Rene's site, rabbitdesign.net.
People wanted to see like demonstrations on some macro stuff at another session. I'm down. We'd have to know what they want though.
Yeah. John just got himself a Matterport 3 camera.
Yep.
So
Gonna be
that's
trying it out
cool.
next week.
Nice.
he'll be letting you know about that. So that'll be exciting. Been talking about that for a little while now. So I'm pretty excited that you got that, and we'll see how you do with, making those Matterport models work in Chief.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You guys have done it. So hopefully the Matterport 3 models will give you better cloud points than they used to. Yeah, that would be cool.
I'm going to show you a little funny one before we leave.
Okay.
Talking about macros. We get some new capabilities and some fun things, but here's an example. I got a CAD box here. I got a note here. Watch this. It's inside of the box. It's outside of the box.
Nice.
And I can reshape the box. So you use that as a trigger. Think about that.
Yeah, I love it. That's cool.
Very cool. All right. So we'll see you in a couple of weeks, and we'll continue the fun and joy of Chief Architect new features in X16.
Bye, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Good week.
Bye, everyone.
All right.
Take care.
Have a good week.
Good morning. Talk to everybody soon.